Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
I've heard that there's a lot more issues with counterfeits lately. So when you do buy them from a friend or someone that you know, it's a lot more reassuring, that you have them from them.
Vikings fans, this story's for you. Counterfeit tickets are on the rise, and that's because the Vikes have become a hot commodity. For example, at last week's game, 100 fans shelled out thousands of dollars only to find their tickets were phony. And with the Minneapolis Super Bowl just around the corner and the Vikes back in action next week, you need to watch out. Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer has our story tonight about what you need to keep in mind before buying those playoff tickets.
Be prepared for the worst, I guess, unless you're buying it from the actual venue or whatever. It's not necessarily that you're going to get the real tickets.
Daryl Dimmer says he's a lifelong Vikings fan.
And I've been a Vikings fan, so it's been a long, hard life.
And when it comes to buying tickets for the games, he says he's very cautious. You see, he had a bad experience in the past when buying tickets online.
We were trying to go to a production of Wicked down in the cities at the Orpheum, and we bought tickets through the only ticket vendor that the Orpheum uses. And they turned out to be tickets that had been sold 4 times.
And he's not the only one who has run into this problem. In the latest study we found, the sale of fraudulent tickets has grown by 55% in just 3 years. When buying your tickets online, always use a credit card. That can offer fraud protection. And make sure the sites you're looking on are legitimate.
If you're questioning it, take the name of the site, put it in your favorite search engine, write the word scam afterwards, and see what happens. It just allows you to look at some reviews from other people.
But one Vikings fan I spoke with says he goes past the internet and uses a different source to make sure the tickets aren't phony.
Usually through friends or, people that have season tickets already that I know. It's always been a really good experience.
Officials say buying the tickets at the game is reliable if that's at a ticket office or booth, but stay away from the scalpers. In Fargo, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
Now, we're not trying to jinx anything here, but when it comes to buying Super Bowl tickets, it's encouraged to follow the same guidelines. And specifically, with authentic Super Bowl tickets, they are typically printed on hard stock and are of better quality. Officials also say to be wary of tickets that are being sold at a price below the market value. If it seems too good to be true, it often is. If you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline, and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Fans looking to book a hotel for the Super Bowl in Minneapolis may have a hard time finding a room anywhere near U.S. Bank Stadium. During the bidding process, the NFL required 19,000 hotel rooms for the Super Bowl, but there are fewer than 10,000 rooms in the downtown area between the largest hotels. We scouted room rates on a number of sites, and most hotels in downtown Minneapolis and the surrounding area are all booked. And that is leading to a price surge in the secondary market, surrounding suburbs, and on home rental sites like Airbnb. A 1-bedroom downtown apartment is listed for $10,000 per night on Super Bowl weekend. People around the valley weren't the only ones wondering what was going on with the large flashes in the sky last night. A Valley News Live viewer also sent us this video of some deer he caught on his security camera in northern Minnesota. Quite an interesting light show. The new snow is making our commute a slippery one today, but there is an upside to the snow since it brought some a bit warmer temps, a bit. Hutch, what do we need to watch out for tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, indeed that's the case when we get those clouds and the flakes. Temperatures are held at bay a little bit. We hovered most of the day around the 0 mark here in eastern North Dakota, but to the west it was sub-zero for the better part of the day. Snow showers continue in central North Dakota, mainly along Highway 83 between Bismarck and Minot. A few flurries here at eastern North Dakota is all that we have left. There is a wind chill advisory for much of our viewing area from Fargo and Valley City up to Badette and Roseau, Langdon down to Bemidji. Bone-chilling temperatures are already establishing themselves where they did last night. Badette 14 below, 3 below Grand Forks. That cold air is going to slosh back to the west as we go through the overnight hours. So expect dangerous wind chills approaching 30 to 40 below tonight here this evening in the FM area. temperatures will continue to slip off as our skies clear, and the meteor shower that caused all that bright light, Andrea, last night, it lasts until the 10th, although it's not going to be as active. Still a chance seeing a rock like this burn up in the sky above your area. So if you're out and about, keep your eyes up, but only when they're not on the road, right?
It was pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, the deers were. They got to see it all, right?
Deer in headlights, yes.
Well, make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. No snowplows running in Frisco today, but there are several thousand people from snow country that have arrived or will be arriving today or tomorrow. This tracker on the NDSU app shows a long green line along I-29 stretching through several states into Texas. NDSU and James Madison square off in the national championship Saturday in Frisco, and that is where we find Valley News Team's Mike Morkin. Hey, Mike.
Hello, Andrea, and good evening, everyone, to everyone back at the Red River Valley. We're here at the main event tonight where we, too, are waiting for the arrival of not fans, but certainly players. Tonight's event, they've called it the Barbecue Bowl or the Bowl and Beef and Bowl. It's been called several things over the several past years. We're back again after a year absence, and joining me is Marla Rowe of Visit Frisco. And as we wait for the teams to arrive, this is a big event and one of those events to maybe relieve a little bit of pressure.
Well, it is. I mean, for us, it's the first big welcome that we can give, and so we created the Great Texas Barbecue Bowl just so we could kind of combine some great Texas food as well as a lot of fun and entertainment so the players can kick back and together, which is maybe different than some of the other, championship games might do.
You have a lot of big events coming to Frisco. It's always on the grow. This is one of them.
This is definitely one of our biggest of the year. Jimmy Buffett might top it in terms of numbers, but without a doubt, this is probably the second largest event that comes to Frisco. And we're thrilled to have it, and we'll have it for a couple more years, and our goal is to keep it for as many years as we can.
And we've talked in years past, having the Fargo contingency coming is a pretty good deal, too.
It's a great deal. Number one, they buy all the tickets up, whether they're, know whether the champion's yet or not. So we've seen a lot of fans, though, last year that still came, and so we love seeing that. We love that they still enjoy coming back for the experience, even if the team wasn't here.
All right, Marla, for everybody in the Red River Valley who's coming down here, we love your Texas hospitality, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to have more coverage for you coming up. In fact, there was a media day for the players today, and Beth Houle will be along in sports to talk a little bit of the X's and O's, and then tonight at 9 and 10 on Fargo CW and Fargo Valley News Live at 10, we will talk a little bit more about one of the bigger venues here in town that's about 90% full of Fargo visitors or folks from the Red River Valley. For now, live from Frisco, Mike Morkin, Valley News Live.
All right, thanks so much, Mike, for that live report. It is a story we ran yesterday. Bison fans near and far making the pilgrimage to Frisco, but some have had difficulty getting tickets. One man we talked with missed the first two national championship games while serving on a military tour in Afghanistan. A viewer heard his story and wanted to help a fellow member of the herd make it to Frisco, so we helped connect the two.
Yeah, I've got 2 extra tickets to the game in Frisco.
Well, that's incredibly generous of you, and wow.
To see the full story, you can go to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story. The business manager of Fargo Public Schools has resigned. We investigate to find out why. That's still to come. But first, a father wonders if the man charged with killing his 10-year-old daughter in a hit-and-run crash is getting off too easy.